Hi, I'm Kimberly. Welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. Today is Monday. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I had a very, very busy weekend. It started out Friday. I took my daughter, she went to her dad's this weekend, but come home and it just, it rained, but it didn't just rain. I mean, it poured. And so that caused some issue a little bit that I had to take care of. So, but it was just, oh my gosh, it was so wet here. It was insane. Um, and then we've had some rain off and on the last couple of days. And now, thank goodness, we have beautiful sunshine again today. Now, it did rain this morning slightly, which I don't mind that as much if it just sprinkles. I don't mind that too much. So, but that really didn't last too long this morning, and then it was over with. So, I had my dentist appointment this morning, and that went very, very well. I'm thrilled. I got 2 teeth pulled, unfortunately, or fortunately, which I'm on the side of fortunately, because one, it had to go that I broke, and there was one up against it, like very close, where there wasn't enough spacing. It was really small. That was supposed to be pulled back in 2021 when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, but the office that did it opted not to pull that tooth that day. So I actually got both of those pulled today, which is great. However, that was on this side down here, and I have a gaping hole over here on this side too. So I had one pulled over here when I was in high school, and they said it was a baby tooth. And they said the tooth in front of it and the one behind it would, move closer together and fill in that gap. And that literally never happened. So, yeah, it's difficult right now to eat. Of course, half my face was numb for a good portion of the day. So I finally just ate a little bit a while ago. But, yeah, I've got to get this on both sides, something done there. So I'm going back the first part of next month to get that, to talk about how we're going to tackle that next and so on. So anyway, it's been good. Now, I have not done a lot of crocheting. I have had so much stuff just going on between Friday night and it pouring down rain and that causing an issue. And then Saturday, I just worked all day cleaning. I'm trying to think. Yesterday, I did more cleaning. Cleaning and organizing. I've been cleaning up clean laundry out of this room. So I've removed most, but not all yet. So I've got my next basket almost full over here. So I'm working on that. Getting it upstairs, which that's my husband's job, and then putting it all away. So that's what I've been working on too. I spent like a couple hours yesterday in my daughter's room getting things straightened out and organized. Just, I was just taking my time because I was sitting there also watching a show on my phone while I was doing it. So, to occupy my time. So it's like it kind of kept me motivated to keep going because I was actually wearing down on doing it. So anyway, it's been good but extremely busy, and so I have not gone back and gotten anything else done except for the rainbow top that I've been working on. So I'm literally officially, this is where I'm at with this. This is the second panel. So I'm up here where I have the dark, you can like barely, there we go. See that, this turquoise. So I'm on the navy blue that starts right above it, the navy blue band. So if you look at the first panel, here's where I am at, is right up here. So I just have this navy blue panel or band to do, and then the purple band. I have enough of the purple, so I'm good on that. Unfortunately, y'all, which I knew was coming because I knew I didn't have enough navy. Um, Unfortunately, I'm as far as I can go. So, but it is really cute. I'm really tickled, and I'm gonna order my premiere order this week in a couple of days. So I should get that pretty quickly because normally it doesn't take, usually maybe 3 or 4 days to get it. So that shouldn't be, and then I can just jump on pulling out the navy and, getting the band of the navy done and then finishing doing the purple. And then I plan to put navy sleeves on it. So this, if you don't know because you haven't seen before, this is the Cotton Sprout Stripes Premier Yarn, and it's the colorway Navy Stripes. Sorry, I still have gauze in my mouth. And that big hole over here. So, but anyway, yeah, that's what I'm using for this, and it's 100% cotton. And I decided because I made it, because, it's too small for me, instead of doing a bunch more like trying to, retrofit it to myself, I held it up to my daughter, and this is going to be, because she loves, she loves rainbow colored stuff too. So yeah, I decided to just finish, once I finish panel 2, put these together, do navy sleeves, and I think that's going to look so cute on her. I cannot wait to finish this, just to see, honestly, just to see what it's going to look like on her, because she's going to love this for sure. And then it's something that she can, like, she can literally wear this summer. So I think that's fantastic. I don't know. It's like we're just about well, yeah, I think, is it today, tomorrow, something like that, almost officially into summer. The weather's still been crazy though, and it's finally, that's another thing too, because with the rain it was cooled off. So it's 72 today, and then the next few days are supposed to get back up in the 80s. So I mean, that's all right. But yeah, it's just been weird. So, and then, oh, the other thing I worked on over the weekend, one of the things was I planted my tulips, because I had 10 tulip bulbs from Mother's Day that my husband had gotten me, and they were in a real pretty round, like cylindrical vase. Basically it was glass, and they were like already had bloomed, and that they were beautiful. They were pink and white. And then it just came where, in other words, they were the bulbs in water, and but they were all like had bloomed and stuff, and they were beautiful. So they have been sitting in here. He actually got them after Mother's Day, for Mother's Day, which is for me, because I was kind of complaining about that nobody got me anything for Mother's Day. Hint, hint. Anyway, yeah, so he picked me up that, and he knows, and I'm the same way. We're both the same that way, in that, like, he doesn't generally buy me fresh cut flowers, even though he did for Valentine's Day. He got me a huge thing of roses for Valentine's Day. But we generally don't do that, and we will actually just buy like the physical plants or whatever, like flower or whatever, and plant it or whatnot. So just because it's because when you get the fresh flowers, they eventually die, whereas if you get um, you know, plant flowers, um, that are already in planters, or you plant them in something, or you put them in the ground. Either way, like, you can keep them. Um, so even if they're annuals, because like with my annuals, I have a giant thing out front of geraniums. Impatience. I had to impatience that my daughter got me like 3 or 4 years ago, and they're huge now because I bring them in the wintertime, so they're like in a pot like this big around, and like this tall. So yeah, I've got those planted, so I'm thrilled about that. And of course, they're not going to do anything again until next year, which is quite fine. I have a ton of tulips, different colors, over at my property where my house burnt down. I still need to move. I got red, yellow, like all kinds of um, tulips. Are beautiful. So I need to get those dug up and brought over, but not going to be able to do that now. So we've been working on that kind of stuff, though, planting stuff, because we got that blueberry bush moved over here. And then I'm going to plant a small garden out back, because I want to have corn, tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini. So I'm like excited to have even just a little like small garden this year. We haven't had one now for years, since our house burned down. We used to have a great big garden out back, and I loved that. I mean, it was something that I had done basically for years. And so even then, you know, when we got together, whatever, we continued having one. And I really, really miss that. So it'll be nice to at least have a little garden out back here. And we've got strawberries coming on from a strawberry plant that we had up here, and that's something else. I've got a bunch of strawberry plants over at that other property as well that need to be moved yet. And I've also got a ton of grapevines over there that my husband started like 6 years ago, I think, and they are slightly different. Where we also have a grapevine up here that's producing, we got grapes off of it last year, and it's really growing too, and like, it's getting huge. And that one is actually a different type of grape than the grapevines we have over at the other property. So, and then we have a lemon tree, which we haven't gotten any lemons off yet, but that thing, again, that's another one of those things that we bring inside, um you know, when it gets cold, because it can't handle you know, it's can't handle 20-30 degree temperatures. So we bring that inside um, when it's cold. And we haven't gotten any lemons off of it yet, but I think this is the third year we've had it. So we're waiting to see, because it's literally doubled in size since we put it out this spring. And then we have 2 mulberry trees out on the side of the building over here. And so I was picking mulberries the other day and eating those, because I love those. I love them. And we actually, there's a mulberry tree over at the other property too, a great big one. And we used to pick mulberries off that all the time. So we didn't plant these trees up here. They just seeded themselves at some point and grew up. And then I was like, oh, we have mulberry trees. Like, is that what that is? Yes. So we have those. And I intend to go get this weekend also some more plants and flowers. I want more flowers. I want to really, like, landscape my yard, so to speak. But, like, you know, lots of flowers, basically. Um, and even like down, like, alongside the building, I want to have lots of stuff. We have a couple of trees over there right now that need to be cut down. My husband was doing that the other day, we have maple trees that like to just pop up everywhere. So there's like 3 or 4 of those. One of them he's got almost all cut down. And there's like 3 left, I think. So yes, unfortunately, this is all I've worked on. And I am absolutely, I wasn't going to make a long like video or anything. I thought I'll just go ahead and show y'all what I'm working on. I am quite tired, and the dentist asked me if I had anything else going on today, because this was early this morning, like really early. I had to get up at 6 o'clock this morning to get myself awake enough and stuff to get over there by a little after 8. So yeah, he's like, do you have anything else going on today? And I'm like, no. And he said, good, because you need to go home and rest. So I'm going to make this like an early day. And I appreciate every one of you for watching so very much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye now, and God bless.